Our guest of the day, Colonel D. Navin Benjit, has just arrived. Let's welcome our guest wholeheartedly. Flag is the symbol of our national pride. As it gracefully waves in the air, it makes us feel proud to be an Indian. Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and for hoisting the national flag. May the glory of Independence Day be with us forever and ever. Now, our principal will hand over a bunch of balloons to our chief guest, Colonel D. Navin Benjit. I request our chief guest to unleash the balloons.
A very good morning to all the students here. Father Biju, the faculty of Silver Hills. It's an honor for me to be standing here today in front of all this colorful crowd and hoisting the national flag, unfurling it today on the occasion of the 75th Independence Day of India. It's a great feeling to be born in a free nation. I don't think there's anybody here who would understand what it means to be under somebody else. To be a slave, to be a second citizen in your own country. Let me tell you a story. So I am from a military background. My father was in the army. He served 37 years. My grandfather fought in the Second World War. But before he joined the Second World War, he used to be in a place called as Munnar. I'm sure you all would have heard of this hill station. So he was working in one of the plantations over there by Devin, tea estate. And those are the days when the British used to be the planters. And Indians were just the laborers, or at the max, you had the staff who were Indians. So I was a school kid just like you from Delhi. One fine day my father took me to Munnar. My grandfather's grave is buried in the church grounds. And during our journey, visiting all these places, his old house, places where he went on a trek and all that, he also stopped at a small tea shop or a bakery or a confectionery which looked pretty old and magnificent and elegant. He walks inside and his chest fills up with pride. So that was a shop which Tata had converted into a kind of a special tea shop or a confectionery shop. Beautifully done up. And I couldn't understand as to why he was so happy. I mean, Delhi had better shops and malls and everything. He turned back, looked at us, and with gleaming face, he tells me, I mean, once upon a time, when I was a kid, and my father used to work in this plantations over here, there used to be a board outside this bakery written, Indians and dogs not permitted. So we have come a long way. The journey has been far. The journey has had its ups and downs. The country has miles to cover to give honor to those who've sacrificed their lives, who've taken pains to give us this freedom. When I look at all you children, I look at the future. I look at how 10 years down the line, each one of you would be a responsible citizen, serving the nation in its own, in your own flavor. Some will be doctors, taking care of the people of this country as a service. Some will be in the police force, saving us while we sleep at night. Some might be businessmen, looking after their own businesses as well as, having a social responsibility towards society. I'm sure each one of you is going to do wonders once you grow up. Right? All right, good. Now, I'd like to tell you something very simple. Your ability to do something that you desire, to dream, does it lie in which school you study in? Or does it lie in what people talk about you? Does it lie in what you assume to be your own abilities? It lies in only one thing: your mind, the strongest muscle that you have in your body, your outlook, your perspective about yourself. If I were to, God forbid, if one of you was in a coma, unconscious, and then you wake up one fine day and you don't have a memory of who you were, and I walked up to you and I told you that you were a brave army officer, would you be able to live the same way that you were living? Or if I came and told you that you were an amazing piano player, you could play the piano and people would just break down into tears, do you think you would play piano or learn how to play the piano the same way? You would believe in yourself that you were the best. You just have to make sure that you believe it. You don't look at your past and you say that, I've had a difficult life, things have been tough on me. Believe in yourself and you shall move ahead. Right? Okay, I'll give you one more small story. I love telling stories. I think we still have time for the next school. So there is this guy doing well in life, but he wants to be super rich, right? So he tries all these books, mantras and everything, and eventually he goes to a guru, or he goes to a monk. And he goes to a monk and he says, "Hi monk, how are you? I want to become rich, I want to become famous." So the monk says, "Okay, meet me at Calicut beach." Okay? So this guy says, "Okay, fine." But then he says, "Why do you want me to come to the beach? I know how to swim. Why you ask me to come to the beach? I'm asking you for something else. You give me some mantra, some, ideologies in life which will make me rich and famous." So this monk says, "Don't worry, tomorrow morning 4:30 we'll meet you at the beach." So next day morning, this guy, all suited up like a smart businessman, goes to the beach and he's waiting for the monk. The monk comes there. He says, "All right, so you want to become rich and you want to become famous. Start walking into the sea." So this guy starts walking. He's like, "What kind of a nonsense is this? I don't know what kind of mantra this guy is coming up with. Some kung fu ideology he's got." So he walks about 15-20 meters and the water is almost his chest deep. You know what the monk does? He comes along, he pushes his head under the water. He pushes it inside. And this guy is frantically trying to come out. He's fighting for breath, not able to breathe at all. The guy who wanted to become rich and famous is now at the brink of death. Just before he's about to lose his breath and collapse, the monk pulls him out. And this guy is flabbergasted. He's like, why did you do that? Why would you do this? I was about to die. So the monk says, what did you want to do most when you were under the water? This guy said, I wanted to breathe. He said, how bad? This guy says, really bad. I could have done anything for it. The monk says, if you want to become rich, if you want to become anything in this world, you need to want it. You need to want it as much as you wanted to breathe down there under the water. Are you willing to breathe? Are you willing to want something that badly? Your want has to be more stronger than trying to be cool in school. Right now you're at a level where peer pressure matters a lot. Once you grow up, you'll give two hoots to who speaks what or says what about you. But right now it's a big thing, to be cool in the school is a big thing. Is your want to become a doctor greater than that being cool? Or I want to be a doctor, but it's okay. Manage. We'll work it out as we go along. There's nothing which is impossible in each one of you. You may be a class topper today, you may be struggling in your studies, but I can assure you, you've been created with immense power. Each one of you, the smallest kid, somebody who's a weakling today might be a boxer tomorrow. Somebody who's studying really hard today, maybe a scientist, or maybe, in the army, for all you know. So there's nothing which is impossible. Put your heart and soul to it and want it as desperately and as badly as that man wanted to breathe underwater. This flag that I unfurled today has a great meaning for the armed forces. When I joined the army, we take our oath on the flag and we solemnly pledge to serve the country and the President of India and take any orders to fight to death. When I joined the army, India and Pakistan were mobilized. It was this flag which denoted our unearthly post in some barren portion of India. Impossible to hold. Yet there were men standing there, unfurling, hoisting the flag every single day, morning, and bringing it down in the evening. And this is the flag in which one day when we give the supreme sacrifice, our coffins will be packed in. It means a lot to us. May not be as glamorous as many flags that people wear on t-shirts and accessories, but this is the flag which bears the sacrifice, the pain of our freedom fighters, of people serving the nation today. There are a lot of people in every walk of life serving the nation today. And my only message to all of you today is to remember one thing, that we will still walk through hell. The soldiers that we have will defend this nation till the last bullet, last man. And if the bullets are over, we'll pick up our axe, we'll pick up our shovels, and we'll fight. All we expect from all of you is to be a citizen worth dying for, worth fighting for. All right? I don't see too much of Josh inside. How's the Josh? When you should scream, half of this place should fall down. All right? How's the Josh? Is it high? Chala, good. Thank you so much.
Pledge. India is my country.
India is my country.
All Indians are
All Indians are
my brothers and sisters.
my brothers and sisters.
I love my country
I love my country
and I am proud
and I am proud
of its rich and varied heritage.
of its rich and varied heritage.
I shall always strive
I shall always strive
to be worthy of it.
to be worthy of it.
I shall give my parents,
I shall give my parents,
teachers,
teachers,
and all elders
and all elders
respect and treat everyone
respect and treat everyone
with courtesy.
with courtesy.
To my country and my people,
To my country and my people,
I pledge my devotion.
I pledge my devotion.
In their well-being and prosperity alone
In their well-being and prosperity alone
lies my happiness.
lies my happiness. Hands down, stand at ease.
बोलो भारत माता की
Jai!
भारत माता की
Jai!
भारत माता की
Jai!
Let's know more about our guest. Colonel D. Navin Benjit is a third-generation military officer. Sir has achieved his education primarily from St. Joseph School, Darjeeling, and Mount St. Mary's School, New Delhi. He graduated in economics from Madras Christian College. He stood first in merit for selection into the Indian Army Academy and after attaining training as a gentleman cadet was commissioned as lieutenant in 7th Battalion of the Madras Regiment. He was awarded with the Chief of the Army Staff Commendation Card for military leadership and bravery during numerous surgical operations carried out under his aegis. Officer again saw action in the line of control at Uri, Jammu and Kashmir, where his battalion was awarded with the Chief of the Army Staff Unit citation for exemplary conduct of counter-terrorist operations. The officer was also selected to serve in the United Nations peacekeeping force at Democratic Republic of Congo, and during his tenure he was awarded the Force Commander's citation for rescue operations in North Kivu province. The officer takes credit for having started the Facebook page of Indian Army in May 2013, which today boasts a followership of more than 10 million followers. During this phase, he was also part of Army Academy Interaction Meet team. In 2017, the officer on promotion of the rank of colonel went on to the command 5th Battalion, the Madras Regiment at Tawang sector in Arunachal Pradesh, followed by Ambala in Haryana. Recently, Colonel Navin was posted to Calicut to the 122 Territorial Army of the Madras Regiment as the commanding officer. The officer is presently pursuing Advanced Strategic Management course from IIM Calicut. Sir, we are indeed fortunate to have you as an eminent guest for this auspicious day. I now request our principal to greet our guest by offering him a bouquet. Sir, your time and presence is indeed valuable, and to cherish this moment, we would like to offer you a token of our gratitude. I request our principal to do the honors. Thank you, sir, for accepting our deepest gratitude, and thank you, fathers. Today's Independence Day celebration will be marked by musical performance by the band from the Army. Let's get enthralled by the synchronized display of the military band. On behalf of our school, I would like to deeply appreciate every member of the band for the synergy they created that sparked the feelings of love, respect, and pride for one's country. Thank you, officers.
If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. I would like to invite the great leader of our school, our principal, Dr. Father Biju John Vellakada, for the principal's address.
Honorable Chief Guest of the Day, most respected Colonel Navin, Benjit, other dignitaries on the dais, respected teachers, dear parents, and my most loving students of Silver Hills Higher Secondary School. Very good morning to all of you, and a very happy Independence Day. As you all know, we are completing 75 years of independence. And on this wonderful day, we are obliged to remember the sacrifices done by all our freedom fighters. We enjoy the freedom that we get. It was not an easy freedom. All of you know that. It was a hard-fought freedom we enjoy. And sometimes we won't be remembering the hard sacrifices and the life they spent for this nation. And in fact, it's a call for all of us to spend our life for this nation. As children, we may not be able to do big, greater things, but the small things which we do with great love and passion will make us great citizens. Following the basic disciplines, traffic rules, or the civic sense which we follow, even saving this environment, the nature, plastic-free campus, green campus, all these little things will make us great citizens. So, that is the simple message of independence. Do simple things with the great love and passion. As students, we are supposed to do that. And always keep a great love for this wonderful nation. India is the best country where we can live. So, always maintain that love and patriotism for the country. This is the country we were born. And we are supposed to give our full energy and strength for this country. The country has given you everything. So, give your strength and energy, your passion, your commitment, your dedication to this country. That will help us to become better citizens for tomorrow. You are the future leaders. You are tomorrow's leaders. You are supposed to lead this country in the future. So hold that baton of leadership. Let us have wonderful leaders all around, so that we will maintain a great tradition of this great nation, India. So once again, wishing you a very happy Independence Day. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Father, for addressing the gathering. Felicitation is inspiration to others and motivation to whom you are felicitating. I request our PTA President, Mr. George KJ, to felicitate.
ഇന്ത്യക്കാരായ എൻ്റെ പ്രിയ സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം നേടി 75 സംവത്സരങ്ങൾ പിന്നിടുമ്പോഴും ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന മഹാരാജ്യത്തിൻ്റെ ത്രിവർണ പതാക പാരിലെങ്ങും പാറിക്കളിക്കുകയാണ്. നമ്മുടെ ചുറ്റുവട്ടത്തൊക്കെ നമ്മുടെ ഈ ത്രിവർണ പതാക പറന്നുല്ലസിക്കുകയാണ്. ഓരോ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യദിനത്തിലും എൻ്റെ മനസ്സിലേക്ക് കടന്നു വരുന്ന ഒരു ഈരടിയാണ് കടമ്മനിട്ടയുടെ നിങ്ങളോർക്കുക നിങ്ങളെങ്ങനെ നിങ്ങളായെന്ന്. നമുക്കറിയാം, നമ്മുടെ ഭാരതത്തിൻ്റെ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം നാം സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയയിൽ പോസ്റ്റിട്ടോ സൈബർ അറ്റാക്ക് നടത്തിയോ വാങ്ങിയതല്ല. നമ്മുടെ പൂർവികരുടെ രക്തത്തിൻ്റെ വിലയാണ് നാം ഇന്ന് ആസ്വദിക്കുന്ന ഈ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം. അവരുടെ ത്യാഗത്തിൻ്റെ വിലയാണ്, അവരുടെ ജീവൻ്റെ വിലയാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ നമ്മുടെ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യത്തിന് വേണ്ടി പോരാടിയ, ജീവൻ ബലി കൊടുത്ത എല്ലാ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യ സമര സേനാനികളെയും ഈ ദിവസം നമുക്ക് പ്രത്യേകമായി അനുസ്മരിക്കാം. ഇന്നും ഭാരതത്തിൻ്റെ അഖണ്ഡതയും സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം സംരക്ഷിക്കുവാനായി ബങ്കറുകളിലും യുദ്ധഭൂമികളിലുമൊക്കെ വീടും കൂടും വിട്ട് താമസിക്കുന്ന നമ്മുടെ പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ജവാന്മാരെ നമുക്ക് നന്ദിയോടെ ഓർക്കാം. അതിനുള്ള ഒരു സുവർണ ദിനമാണ് ഇന്ന്, നമുക്ക് വിസ്മരിക്കാതിരിക്കാം. നമുക്കറിയാം, സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം എൻ്റെ ജന്മാവകാശമാണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ട് ബ്രിട്ടീഷുകാരോട് പോരാടിയ ലോകമാന്യ തിലകിനെ പോലെ അനേകങ്ങളുണ്ട്. എന്നാൽ ആരാലും അറിയപ്പെടാതെ നമ്മുടെ രക്തസാക്ഷിത്വം വരിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ ബ്രിട്ടീഷുകാരോട് സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യം വാങ്ങിച്ചു തന്ന ഒരുപാട് അറിയപ്പെടാത്ത വ്യക്തികളുമുണ്ട്. നേരത്തെ ഒരു അമ്മയെക്കുറിച്ച് ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. തൻ്റെ 2 മക്കളെയും ബ്രിട്ടീഷുകാർ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യ സമരത്തിന് വേണ്ടി പോരാടിയതിന് തൂക്കിലേറ്റിയപ്പോൾ, 2ാമത്തെ മകനെ തൂക്കിലേറ്റി കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ ആ അമ്മ പൊട്ടിക്കരഞ്ഞുപോയി. സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യ സമര സേനാനികൾ ആ അമ്മയുടെ അടുത്ത് വന്ന് നിന്നുകൊണ്ട് പറഞ്ഞു, അമ്മയെ കരയേണ്ട, ഞങ്ങളുണ്ടല്ലോ. പക്ഷേ അമ്മ പറഞ്ഞത് മറ്റൊന്നായിരുന്നു. മക്കളെ, ഞാൻ കരയുന്നത് എൻ്റെ 2ാമത്തെ മകനെ നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടതുകൊണ്ടല്ല, മറിച്ച് എൻ്റെ മാതൃരാജ്യത്തിന് വേണ്ടി പോരാടുവാൻ ഇനി ഒരു മകനെ കൂടി നൽകുവാൻ എനിക്ക് കഴിയുന്നില്ലല്ലോ, ഒരു മകൻ കൂടി എനിക്കില്ലല്ലോ എന്നുള്ള ദുഃഖം കൊണ്ട് മാത്രമാണ് എന്നാണ് ആ അമ്മ പറഞ്ഞത്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ മറ്റൊരു കഥാപാത്രമാണ് കൊടികാത്ത കുമാരൻ. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ബിജു ഫാദറിൻ്റെ സാരഥിയായ കുമാരനെ കുറിച്ചറിയാം. പക്ഷേ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യത്തിന് വേണ്ടി രക്തസാക്ഷ്യം വരിച്ച കൊടികാത്ത കുമാരനെക്കുറിച്ച് നിങ്ങൾ ഒരിക്കലും കേട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവുകയില്ല. തിരുപ്പൂർ കുമാരൻ എന്ന് അറിയപ്പെട്ടിരുന്ന അദ്ദേഹം തമിഴ്നാട്ടിലെ തിരുപ്പൂരിൽ സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യ സമരങ്ങൾക്ക് നേതൃത്വം നൽകിയ യുവാവായിരുന്നു അദ്ദേഹം. 1932 ഗാന്ധിജി അറസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തതിനെ തുടർന്ന് രാജ്യമെങ്ങും വ്യാപകമായ പ്രക്ഷോഭം പൊട്ടിപ്പുറപ്പെട്ടപ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം നിരോധിക്കപ്പെട്ടിരുന്ന ഇന്ത്യൻ പതാകയുമായി സമരഭൂമിയിലേക്ക് ഇറങ്ങി. ബ്രിട്ടീഷ് പട്ടാളം അദ്ദേഹത്തെ ക്രൂരമായി അടിച്ച് നിലത്തു വീഴ്ത്തി. പക്ഷേ ആ ത്രിവർണ്ണ പതാകയിൽ ഒരു തരി മണ്ണ് പറ്റുവാൻ പോലും അദ്ദേഹം അനുവദിച്ചില്ല. പിറ്റേന്ന് തെരുവീഥിയിൽ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ മൃതദേഹം ജനങ്ങൾ കണ്ടെത്തുമ്പോൾ അദ്ദേഹം ആ ത്രിവർണ്ണ പതാക ഒരു പൊടി പോലുമില്ലാതെ, ഒരു തരി ചെളി പോലുമില്ലാതെ തൻ്റെ മാറോട് ചേർത്ത് പിടിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് മരിച്ചു കിടക്കുന്ന ചിത്രമാണ് കണ്ടത്. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അദ്ദേഹം പിന്നീട് കൊടികാത്ത കുമാരൻ എന്ന പേരിൽ അറിയപ്പെട്ടത്. ഇനി നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും ധർമ്മമാണ് ഇന്ത്യ എന്ന മഹാരാജ്യത്തിൻ്റെ കൊടിയിൽ ഒരു തരി ചെളി പോലും പറ്റാതെ, ഇന്ത്യയുടെ മഹത്തായ ജനാധിപത്യ മൂല്യങ്ങളിൽ ഒരു കൽമഷം പോലും ഏൽക്കാതെ കാൽക്കേണ്ടത് നിങ്ങൾ ഓരോരുത്തരുടെയും കടമയാണ് എന്ന് ഓർമ്മിപ്പിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നിർത്തുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാതന്ത്ര്യദിനത്തിൻ്റെ ആശംസകൾ നേരുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
Thank you, sir, for felicitating the August gathering.
Music speaks what cannot be expressed, soothes the mind and gives it rest, heals the heart and makes it whole, flows from heaven to the soul. May I now invite the school choir for the patriotic song. It's with your feet that you move, but it's with your heart that you dance. May I now invite our little dancers.
देश हमारा प्रणाम।
घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा, घर घर तिरंगा, हर घर तिरंगा। घर घर तिरंगा, रथ घर तिरंगा, घरों घरी तिरंगा, प्रत्येक घरी तिरंगा।
हो मारे या कोई मारे ना, यहाँ अपनी भी थोड़ी अदा थोड़ा अंदाज है। ऐसे हैं चाहे वैसे हैं, अरे जो भी हैं जैसे हैं, खुद पे हमें नाज है। जाने ना हमको ये जमाना, चाहो तो हमको आजमाना। यारबाज हम जानसाज हम इश्कबाज दिलवाले, कहते हैं हमको प्यार से इंडिया वाले, छूते दिल के तार से इंडिया वाले, हर चीज छीन ले हार से इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले, दुश्मन के छक्के छुड़ा दे हम इंडिया वाले।
Thank you, children, for your gracious moments that top the hearts of everyone. Saying thank you is more than good manners. It is good spirituality. I invite Chris George, school leader, Silver Hills High Secondary School, to propose the vote of thanks.
One heart, one hand, and one nation together makes our motherland. Good morning, Silverites. Respected Principal, Honorable Chief Guest, parents, teachers, and my dear friends. It's my great privilege to propose a vote of thanks on this very special occasion. I acknowledge my thanks with gratitude to our Chief Guest, Colonel T. Navin Benjit, Commanding Officer, for gracing our occasion. We are fortunate to be assisted by our Principal, Reverend Dr. Father Biju Vellakada, the person behind all the success of Silver Hills Higher Secondary School. Thank you, dear Father. Next, let me thank our PTA President, Mr. George KG. Your presence truly encouraged us. Thank you, sir. I thank all the parents, well-wishers, teachers, non-teaching staff, and all my friends for your support and encouragement. Thank you and happy Independence Day. Thank you all.